And I actually ran into her last summer outside my house.
One thing I do want to ask is we had David Vujanich on the podcast the other week, and he had done an interview with Katie Hopkins, and she was being
Has he?
polite, like 6 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And like a debate, like an actual debate on TV, and he was saying, like, right off camera, like she was being such a on camera, and right off camera she was just being like, oh, lovely, yeah, like being really nice to him, and he was like, I've been played.
Yeah.
Like, but obviously, I remember when you did the video, there was off-camera footage where she was just blatantly saying the worst shit.
Yeah.
So that kind of was like, is she already off-camera? Obviously, she's a cunt. Like,
Well, I think you can still be like a nice person and be a racist, you know? Like, no, but you can like come across as a nice person and still be like, have parts about you that are awful.
yeah.
So it's you know, she's not stupid and she's very like socially capable. So yeah, she's very good at like making friends and speaking to people, but you know, she just drops some absolutely crazy shit.
Was it hard to spend a few hours with her, just like pretending to be normal?
That whole night was so hard. Like, it was just the most nerve-wracking, adrenaline-rushing, like, crazy experience.
Really?
I mean,
You're
it was
undercover the whole time.
undercover, not just me and Archie, but like 10 actors.
Yeah, are you like nervous for them in case any of them break
and
character?
thank God they were so good. We just hired actors from a Prague acting agency. Luckily, there were a lot of South African ones, so they didn't have to like try do an accent, and then some British ones who just, we said they were British. But like the one lady, bless her, like wasn't getting it. And when we were doing our briefing before and practicing, she was like, yeah, and I could say to Katie, I used to get called a cunt at school all the time. And I was like, do not say that to her, please. And she was like, no, but it'll be funny because then the thing's going to come up and then I will have said that. And I was like, your job is to be as normal as possible. So it was nerve-wracking having all these people there, but they were all amazing and it went off like without a hitch. But that whole, especially before, like I'm not sure I've ever been that nervous. It was intense.
Yeah, because Archie said that if you talk about anything that's not to do with politics, she's actually quite charming.
Yeah, she is.
Charming.
Yeah, that was his exact words.
I think, you
A
know,
nice racist.
all these people who go so far in the world but are pretty awful, you know, they don't just get there by luck. They are obviously, they're skilled in what they do. They're good with people. They know how to get people to like them, and they can make things seem very true that aren't. They give you a reason for why, you know, this is wrong. It must be because of that person, or it must be because of these people. Like, they give people easy answers to tough questions, which is, I think, a really dangerous thing to do.
Because when you picked her, had that in mind? Is that someone like you
I've been aware of her for years, and always like there was something specific where she I don't know if you've seen that photo with the child washed up on the beach in England, like dead on the beach, and she spoke about how the photographer had taken that photo in such a way to make it seem worse than it was, and like tried to basically talk about how that wasn't actually such a bad thing.
So they're only calmly dead. It's not actually really badly dead.
Yeah, I don't know why he's put it in black and white.
It's actually the angle that makes him look more dead than he actually is.
Yeah, he's only partially dead, you know.
So, you know, that was the first time where I was just upset with this person. And we'd wanted to hit her for a while.
Hit her?
As in like prank her.
I just feel like you're not normal, because normal people be like, right, well, not normal people, but most YouTubers be like, right, I'll make a rant video, but you're like, no, I'm going to book her in the Four Seasons at Prague and make her look like a dickhead.
Yeah, well, I suppose it was just, you know, her biggest thing is freedom of speech. We have to have freedom of speech. So we thought, how can we use that against her? And we put her in a room where she thought she was speaking to like 10 like-minded people. And she knew there was a camera recording. That wasn't hidden camera. She just thought it was for like we told her it was like our Christmas video or something.
Christmas video.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Down with the immigrants.
Christmas, Katie.
Yeah, so, you know, it's crazy what people can say sometimes when they're in the comfort of who they think are their friends.
Because when she accepted like the email you sent her, everything, do you think you were playing like a narcissism of like how she loves like attention and that?
100%. Like, these people's egos are often, I think, their biggest downfall. She thought she'd found a group of people who loved her and loved what she did, and she was going to come and speak to us about that.
Bro, if you were like a Game of Thrones character, you could just be Littlefinger.
Oh God!
No, but not without the noncery, but like,
No, I wasn't even thinking about
With
that.
the nonsense. No.
He's so horrible. I hated him.
oh no, and
I was so happy when he
Now
died.
we know how we feel.
Yeah.
for sure. No, but it's just about like you know what people like want, you know. But like it's like you can play on that kind of thing. He was also the same, so I don't know. Like, as in, like, it was his ultimate downfall, was his own like ego and his love for himself. But
I mean,
yeah, sorry for the comparison.
How
I
does it feel to be a prick, Josh? Is what we're trying to say.
I don't know.
I love the way that you always compare something to something completely different.
Yeah, it's
I love that.
It's a skill.
Your brain works in mysterious ways, my friend, and that's coming from me.
Your brain don't work.
Is there obviously, was at any point off camera, because we've seen the video, but was at any point that wasn't filmed that she nearly like clicked on or nearly like
No, she was
completely unaware.
taken by it the whole night. I mean, there was one moment where one of the actors said, "I can't believe this is working," like with an earshot of her, but she didn't clock it, which was I was like,
What, like whispered it to you?
That's like a danger wank for
no,
acting.
yeah. He just said, like, "I can't believe this is working." I think because everyone was drinking as well, like maybe they got a bit drunk and kind of forgot what they were doing. But
And so what happened after you've done the thing? Did she just go up to our hotel room and then that was it?
so she wasn't staying at that hotel.
Thank God.
She was staying somewhere else. We specifically chose to do dinner at like the poshest place we could think of. And the cheapest one of the Four Seasons was in Prague, hence why we did it in Prague.
And budget.
Yeah, so like it had to be like that because I think, you know, if you walk into like a Holiday Inn or something, you might start thinking this is a bit strange, this is a bit
so. It's
weird.
just the whole idea of Prague. Prague made her more
Take
gullible,
Katie
you think?
Hopkins to Butlins.
Well, like, yeah, you know, you're in a 5-star hotel, like everything's so fancy, you're not thinking about being pranked. It seems
feels
so
official.
legit.
You're just
yeah.
enjoying your time. You're just
Exactly.
enjoying your
So
time.
that was
the fact
quite
that it was-
specific.
I think the fact that it was Prague probably also you're like, legit kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you were in like Clapham or something, it would
Exactly.
be a bit like,
Or Benidorm.
yeah, or Benidorm, yeah, like, yeah.
She was meant to come because we were in South Africa that December, and that's where we had the idea, and we were going to bring her out there to film this video and get actors there. But she's banned from South Africa.
Doesn't fucking surprise me.
She's got a mark because she made this like crazy documentary that was like pretty, I don't know, but she got banned.
How can you be banned from a country without
Yeah.
like having a criminal record?
Tell that to Tyler, the creator.
being racist.
So then she told us that, but we weren't expecting her to reply, obviously. So when she said, like, "I love what you guys are doing, would love to come and chat to you, but I'm banned from the country," we were like, "Okay, where else can we go?" So we thought of where
Imagine
the
explaining to someone
nicest,
that you're
cheapest
I'm
hotel would
banned.
be.
I'm trying to think, did Katie respond to it? Because obviously
Yeah,
Twitter got banned.
she put up an
didn't it?
Instagram post just being like, "This isn't the first time I've been called a CUNT. Last time they didn't have to pay for their friends and no one there was ginger, so fair enough." But
So she-
like that was it.
Did she get a final dig at you then? Like,
I suppose if you but like yeah, I
but she
mean-
didn't win.
Everyone
No.
got the final laugh because she's now banned on Twitter, so that's brilliant.
And I actually ran into her last summer outside
Morrison's.
my house. So we used to
What?
live. Yeah,
What?
yeah. How weird is this? We used to live near the American Embassy, and it was during the Black Lives Matter protests. And she was there to like I don't know what she was doing
Stop
there,
it.
but she was.
Yeah.
No, I think she was just like observing. And I walked straight past her, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I don't think she saw me. And I was with my girlfriend. I was like, I've got to go talk to her. Like, I have to. Like, it's just too much of a coincidence. Like, I want to see if she'll say anything. So I went and spoke to her, but she just like wouldn't. She was basically like, "I have nothing to say to you," and just wouldn't speak to me.
Really?
Yeah, but it was super weird that she was there.
What? So you went up to him. What did you say? How did the conversation go?
It was weird because I was like, "Hey, Katie," and she reacted as if like we were like it was some completely normal that I was there. She was like, "Oh, hi, Josh," and I was a bit like taken aback. I was like,
And then a
what do you-
red marker just comes on your head.
yeah. And then I was like, you know, what did you think? I think I said, what did you think of the video or something like that? And she was just like, I have nothing to say to you, and wouldn't speak to me basically.
Oh, so like she actually started like a little bit polite, and then you've asked her, and you've triggered something in her brain where
I
she's
think
just been
she
like,
was in her mind was like, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just gonna be completely normal. This guy means nothing to me, type thing. But then when I kept asking her stuff, she was just like, I have nothing to say to you.